I'm Peg Breen from the New York Landmarks Conservancy. We're at Poe House in the Bronx for another tourist in your own town adventure. Edgar Allan Poe is one of our country's most famous and influential writers. He lived in this modest cottage during the last years of his life. It's the only writer's house open to the public in the city. The small working-class cottage was built in 1812, part of rural Fordham Village. Poe brought his ailing wife, Virginia, and his mother-in-law here in 1846. He hoped the country location and fresh air would help his wife recover from tuberculosis. But his beloved Virginia died here in January 1847. A despondent Poe wrote one of his most famous poems, Annabel Lee, in tribute to his lost love. He wrote other famous works here as well, including the poem The Bells, prompted by sounds from the nearby bell tower at what is now Fordham University, and the Cask of Amontillado, considered to be one of the best short stories ever written in American literature. Much of the furniture is from the period, but not Poe's. But this bed is believed to have been Virginia's. The rocking chair and the mirror in the parlor room are also believed to be original pieces. Poe lived a precarious existence, and after Poe died, his cottage did too. It got help along the way from the New York Shakespeare Society, the state legislature, the New York Historical Society, the Bronx Society of the Arts and Sciences, and the city. It was moved here from its nearby original location to Poe Park in 1913. It's been a museum virtually ever since. Now run by the Bronx County Historical Society and part of the city's Historic House Trust, it was recently restored. The Historical Society also has a film portraying Poe during his time here on its website and on YouTube. A visitor's center here, designed by Toshiko Mori, has more information on Poe. The roofline is said to echo raven's wings in honor of one of Poe's most famous poems. In Landor's Cottage, his last short story, Poe described a cottage this way. In fact, nothing could well be more simple, he wrote, more utterly unpretentious than this cottage. Its marvelous effect lay altogether in its artistic arrangement as a picture. Baltimore gets a lot of Poe publicity each October on the anniversary of his death. But here's where Poe lived and loved, wrote some of his best-known works, and became part of the community. Having a place appreciated that meant so much to him might give Poe some comfort at last.